There is now a factory package to lift the Canyon AT4X to give it a more aggressive stance and to allow you to fit a little bit more tire underneath the truck. We'll take a look at it today. The Provo GMC here is providing us with this truck. Link to their website in the description down below. Let's get into it. So just a quick refresh, the AT4X Canyon is powered by a turbo 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy 17 around town, 17 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. If you're looking for more unbiased, straight-to-the-point reviews like this, make sure you subscribe. Now, before we get into the lift kit stuff, I do want to quickly show you guys the color. The sand color works really well in the new Canyon. Now, this definitely does sit a little bit higher, especially the front end. Now, it doesn't describe exactly how tall this lift kit is. It just calls it the lift kit, so it gives you a little bit of extra height. I mean, you can see here, you definitely have a bit more space compared to stock. And stock, you could already fit, you know, a 315 by 70 by 17, which is basically a 35, it's 34.4. But this would definitely fit that a lot more comfortably and kind of look a little bit more proportionate. And here's the side profile with the whole setup. We are on a bit of a slope where the front of the truck is sloped downwards, but still pretty darn level. And of course, the impressive thing about this lift kit is the fact that it works with the DSSV shocks, because yeah, it's a, you know, it's not like a active system like a Raptor, but it does adjust based on the position. So yeah, it's not the easiest to work out with lifting. Now here's a quick view of the back, just to give you guys an idea of the stance. And if you forgot for some reason, the AT4X is the fully loaded Canyon, so very fancy interior. You got the cool 4-wheel drive system with auto high, low. We also have diff locks for the front and the rear. But yeah, it comes loaded up. Now the AT4X lift kit is dealer installed, $925. Total MSRP on this one, $60,815. Let's take it out and see how it performs. Let me tell you, this truck loaded up. It even comes with the underbody cams. I can already hear the comments from a mile away. I don't care about the lift kit. I'm gonna get a Ranger Raptor. I filmed enough YouTube videos to know. It is still cool that they're offering something to kind of make it more aggressive. Definitely going for a different demographic though. I mean, it's still going to be off-road capable, but a lot of times when you lift a vehicle with independent suspension, you lose down travel. And off-roaders like myself love our down travel. So it's a concession that I'm rarely willing to make. Because I mean, the standard, the AT4X already has good ground clearance, and you can, like I said, you can fit a I have friends that have the Colorado version that have a 315 by 70 by 17 on the stock wheels, no rubbing or anything. So you can definitely fit big tires underneath these trucks, no problem. One of the more comfortable seats in a GM truck, I will say that. I know people are still torn on the colors. I'm surprised that GM went for such a flash of color with the Canyon. Because I mean, you look at the AT4X with the HD trucks, and it's not like, it's got some color with the stitching and everything, but it's not like this. So it's just surprising, and they haven't rolled it back at all. It's the other thing that's surprising. Smooth power. You know, I give this 4-cylinder a lot of crap because not because it's a bad engine, but because they just don't offer a V6. Like, they need to have a V6 to compete with Ford, just from an optics perspective. My thought is, if you have to explain the benefit of something to a person, you probably did a bad job. You know what I mean? Like, if the benefit isn't just inherent, probably did a bad job. So when, you know, someone that's like a GM cultist has to be like, oh, no, but the 4-cylinder has 430 pound-feet of torque, and it produces that torque at sub 2,000 RPM. I think it's like sub 2,000 RPMs. Whereas like someone from Ford can just be like, V6 go vroom vroom. By the way, I wonder if any of you are from the image doesn't bother me at all. But it's interesting that you can do that while driving the whole time. It doesn't, the image doesn't go away. Yeah, it does have good torque. I don't really see there's doesn't seem like there's a downside with this lift kit. Drives the same as stock pretty much. Might lose a little bit of down travel. It feels like it's maybe a little bit tippier, but very minimal. I think it's a thing where you're really only gonna feel the downside with hardcore off-roading. Right, big compression, potentially with rock crawling, being a little bit more tippy. But most people are not going to take these off-road. Maybe the second or third owner, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool to see the driveline and everything working. It's definitely a, I don't know. I don't think that view's as cool. This one's definitely, this one's definitely cooler. Really see it spinning. The weird thing is it doesn't give me orientation, like it doesn't make me sick at all. Cause like when you have a camera on that like is forward facing, but being underneath it doesn't bother me. So maybe it's not too much of a gimmick. It's a little bit of a gimmick, but it would be nice when you're crawling over certain rock obstacles if you could like really line it up. You're like, oh, I'm about to hit the center of the truck, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, stop. But yeah, definitely not necessary. Definitely not necessary. It's kind of like how all these truck makers have made the truck hoods so and the dash so high that they've now had to engineer a fix, because like trucks used to have like pretty low hoods and everything, so you'd see over perfectly fine, but now everything's so high, it's like now they have to, so they engineered that, they made themselves a problem, and now they have to engineer a crazy 360 camera to fix the problem that they made. Let me know what you guys think about the factory lift kit. I think it's pretty cool. If you want a little bit more aggressive stance, definitely probably want to put bigger tires than the stock tires. Like the stock truck looks good. This is on like the verge of looking dorky with the stock tires, so you'd probably want to upsize.